Hi, it's Joy, and today we're watching Good Omens, Season 2, Episode 2, Chapter 2, The Clue, featuring the minisode episode Companion to Owls. No idea what that means, but I'm very excited. The first episode of this was fantastic. Thank you so much, Aidan, for sponsoring this show, and let's go.
You should know why you're about
The
to die.
sunglasses.
God has abandoned you. The God who claims to love you.
He's not wrong.
Who demands your praise.
He's not
He's
wrong.
given you up to be destroyed.
Lay your hand, demon, despised tool of Satan, in the name of Almighty God, avaunt! Command thee, begone!
No. No. No, thank you. See, I have a permit.
A permit? From whom?
Satan and his diabolical ministers may destroy everything Joe owns, no questions asked, hugs and kisses gone.
No.
Very good. Very Old Testament and New
Job is
Testament.
good.
Oh my god.
That's why he's so perfect for the bet.
The bet?
Yep. You see, God was saying how righteous Job was and how much Job loved God, and Satan pointed out.
Sorry, it's just Satan.
That maybe
Mhm.
that was just because God's been so nice to him.
So,
Yep.
just
This,
worldly good.
I mean,
Exactly.
again, I'm so sorry to anyone. If you're religious, I do respect your religions, but in the same way that I'm allowed to be an atheist and to have my opinions, so I'm not, criticizing anyone who is religious, but so much of having faith and believing in this all-loving God who also lets hurricanes come and kids have cancer, if that was paralleled into an actual human relationship, you would think it was toxic as fuck.
Water? No. His oxen, his children, his geese.
Is what?
His geese? You know, big cross ducks.
His children?
Yep.
I don't know how familiar you are with the human birth process.
Pretty familiar, actually, seeing as how I personally witnessed the very first human birth.
Yes, of course. Although, perhaps Eve's birth. Are we sure that Citis wants to give birth 4 more times?
7 more times.
But she's already got 3 children. So
Yeah, but those ones will be dead. Keep up.
we're not bringing the old ones back.
Well, of course not. But we're giving them new ones.
Yep.
I think they quite like the old.
Okay, we're not killing anyone. What we are doing
Standing
is
by and letting evil happen is still killing.
stopping hell.
But have faith in the loving God. He will protect you.
I was shelving the books by the first letter of the first sentence.
No, jolly good. Good idea.
How does he know a song? Is he just pretending?
What are you singing?
Or is he genuine?
Am I singing?
Interesting. A clue?
The kind of miracle only the mightiest of archangels could have performed. Somewhere very close to your friend's bookshop. Are you telling me you don't know what caused it?
How do you know I didn't do it?
Help us.
So was it
and
his
we will be
power
grateful.
discharge, or was it their miracle?
And otherwise,
Somewhere close to the bookshop wouldn't be the thing where they tried to cover him.
Certainly not crying over her.
She's horrible. I mean, I do feel like she's in a very
No,
toxic
no.
relationship.
Naturally.
So I hope she gets out of it. But she's so rude to
Took
you.
me months to hub in Edinburgh. I send them singles for the jukebox and they send me back copies of every day. They say every record they play eventually just turns into that song, which is mad, but they're Scottish, so.
Interesting. A clue indeed.
I think you know why we're here. We are looking.
Greetings. I'm Jim. It's
Oh,
short for Jonas,
oh
but I
dear.
need to keep telling everyone that.
Where is Gabriel?
Gabriel? You know, sometimes people call me.
Oh, of course, the miracle. They can't see him. It works.
Bloom of miraculous activity? Last night. From this shop.
If it was Archangel level, that means they're very strong, does it not?
You did. She and Nina fell in love?
It's not very ethical.
Oh, yes.
Don't I know you?
Yes. You do.
I'm Jim, assistant bookseller.
I'm the assistant bookseller.
You mean like a sudden rainstorm
Hmm.
forces them together beneath a canopy?
Sounds a bit unlikely.
No.
What a romantic.
Wet and staring into each other's eyes. Vavoom, sort of.
Jane Austen.
Oh, I forget her now, Ariana. Brains behind the 1810 Clerkenwell diamond robbery. Brandy smuggler, master spy.
I love that.
She wrote books, novels, cotillion balls. People would gather and do some formal dancing, and then realize they had misunderstood each other and were actually deeply
Yes,
in
let's
love.
bring back balls. I'm here for it.
Unlikely.
What
It's the very first thing you remember.
Aww.
I remember when the morning stars sang together and all the angels of God shouted for joy.
For me? Oh, that's nice of them. Sorry, I'm such a heathen bitch.
I can't.
Sorry, you've come at rather a bad time.
Such a nice man.
See what happened?
Not at God. Fury at myself.
Yourself? Why? What have you done?
I don't know. And how sunk in sin must I be not only to deserve all
Like,
this,
doesn't that show you what a toxic relationship it is that anyone would think they deserved this uncalled for attack?
Cities, my dear, this...
We're a tiny bit busy weathering the wrath of God.
Oh, yeah. I thought you could do with someone to check up on the kids.
No.
Oh.
Are you sure?
That's the point. Surely the great thing about being a demon is you can do whatever you want.
Ooh.
You sound jealous, Angel.
I get to do what God wants.
Like killing innocent children to win a bet with Satan.
I don't
Straight from the Bible, bitches.
That is...
What do you know about what I want?
I know you.
You do not know me.
He once marveled over the beauty of creation.
I'm sure you were. May God forgive you.
Well, he didn't forgive him, that's why he's a demon. Did you miss that part? You missed one? Oh, no. Huh.
Wow.
They haven't brought the wine?
Well then, you better pop off and get it now, hadn't you?
I didn't know he was in this too. Bit of nepotism.
To destroy you! Tonight!
Don't be silly. He wouldn't dare.
They're such spoiled kids.
Satan wouldn't dare.
Certainly not.
Here to destroy you all!
Ready?
But you said you wouldn't. You're perfectly safe. Are you sure, Angel?
Oh.
Yes.
Faith he has in him, even though they were brats, they don't deserve to die.
Will someone please tell me?
What have you done to him?
This.
God.
Can I be a blue one?
It's alright. You haven't annoyed me yet.
She hasn't been as annoying.
Oh, sure.
Are you drinking human wine? Is the source of drunkenness?
Very promising little.
They really bring out the best in each other. Enjoyment of life as well as being a better person.
You don't
So
drink.
Crowley was never going to straight up murder the kids. There are some perks to being on Earth.
Well, you're not on hell's side.
Nope.
I go along with hell as far as I can.
That's exactly how you are with heaven.
Lonely.
Not anymore.
Lonely? Same God that wants me to work the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh my God! Blasphemy, Angel. That's not like you. No, look. Oh.
Job, if you have questions for me, I have questions for you. Do you know how I created the Earth? Where were you when I laid the foundations of... Did you set the constellations in the sky?
What a toxic relationship this is.
And get them to...
You want me to thank God for sheep?
Our children.
Mm-hmm.
What about our children?
Yes. Your 3 children are completely dead. God now grants that you may conceive 7 more children.
children are dead, then I will curse God and...
Whoa! Whoa! That never ends well.
Yes, well, it would be really useful if you were an expert on human births.
Then this is your
Because Gabriel doesn't understand human birth.
obstetrics. 3 of his ribs.
Oh, yeah, ribs. It's a... don't worry, it's all part of the process. I've seen this before.
Oh yes, natural childbirth.
They're not babies.
They can arrive at any size.
My boy. It is a miracle that our new son should look so much like our old son.
It is.
No, Job, look. It's not Anna.
You'd have to be a bit thick to be as virtuously into God as he is with everything that's been done to him.
They're all new children.
Seem to be his old children.
Oh dear.
Aziraphale, who are they?
Aziraphale.
They are
Children of Job.
new children.
His first actual lie.
My word as an angel.
I love this because they're just doing the right thing. They're focusing on the right thing, not what God says or what hell says.
Congratulations.
No, but in the event of a sudden torrential downpour, would you be likely to show...
Maggie? Oh, no, not a thing, definitely. We're just friends. Actually, we're not friends. We barely know each other. We just got trapped in the
She likes her.
My partner was not impressed.
You deserve better than your partner, though you could also be kinder to people.
Actually, I rather thought I might take the car.
What car?
Our car.
We don't have a car.
I passed my driving test 90 years ago. They didn't even require tests, but I insisted.
No.
Don't worry. Very careful. No! And while I'm gone, you can look after the boat. And Gabriel.
You lied for the first time, an outright lie, but for the right reasons. He's here to check in on his
I'm
friend.
ready to go. Go where?
I'm like you now. A demon.
Could you save some children?
Sorry. I'm not going to tell anybody. You?
Also puts into question just how all-knowing God is. And even if God is all-knowing but let it happen, God still gave the order in the first place and put those people through that.
What am I?
You're just an angel who goes along with heaven as far as he can.
Yep.
That sounds
Lonely?
You two are never going to be alone. You did the right thing and that's what matters. Did I miss the minisode A Companion to Owls? Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, I love the flashbacks to the story of Job and just how involved Aziraphale and Crowley both were. We kind of saw bits, not quite as like in-depth as that, but we did see elements of them sort of going along with things in season 1 and interfering in their own way. Neither of them really quite doing the work that Heaven and Hell thought they were doing because they were trying to do something that was better. And I love the fact that you see that Crowley became a fallen angel. And I'm not entirely sure, I'm so sorry if I'm misremembering, if I don't remember it, if we saw exactly what caused him to fall from heaven. Currently I'm thinking it's just he asked questions of God. Now I am an atheist, and a huge reason behind that is, other than the fact that there's no proof that there's God, is that my belief personally, and again I respect your opinions if you don't agree with me, that is totally fine, but I'm also allowed to think what I think, is that even if there is a God, that God has got to be a sadistic bastard, because you look at the state of the world, you look at children who get cancer, you look at natural disasters that hit the poorest regions. There are so many things, and that's just two that I often use, that have zero sense, that do not affect free will in any way, shape or form. They simply hurt people for no reason. and if you are supposed to endure them as a test of faith, or it's actually testing the people with more resources to help those without any of those answers. If you translated that relationship between the all-powerful, all-loving God and its followers into any other in a scenario, friendship, parents, romance, you would say that is abusive, that is toxic, get the hell out of it. And that is a huge reason why I'm an atheist. Like, I do not believe there is a God, but if I somehow die and find myself before the gates, I mean, at this rate, that wouldn't be where I'd end up, because I'm speaking against God, let's face it. I would be like, so I would like to see the man in charge, and I have some fucking questions. In my honest opinion, God is either a dick, actually powerless, and has been more or less since he created everything, or doesn't exist. And the third one is obviously the most likely option there. And again, you can disagree with me, I will stand by that, but I love this show, and I love the way that the entirety of the story with Job just shows you exactly what I was saying. God is a dick. And you could maybe, like, this show, I think, is not looking at it that God and the angels are necessarily intentionally malicious. They are just so far removed and so far clueless. They do not view, I mean, they basically view humanities like I view my Sims, where sometimes I'm like, I'm bored, I'm gonna remove the pool ladder and draw a fence around it. Like, you know, or what if I cook something and put a stove on and don't put a door in the room? You know, God is so far removed from humans that they don't see humans as anything worth living. But the fact that Aziraphale and Crowley, who is now a demon, are able to look at humans and think they matter, they are worth something, and even the fucking goats were worth something, to look at creatures and think they are worth protecting and not just killing for no reason, especially when they've done nothing to harm you and only ever honoured you, it means that God and the other angels could do the same. And the fact that they haven't is willful ignorance on their own part. So I love the look this show has on religion, and I'm sure the like zealous religious groups hate it. And anything they hate, I tend to love. So, you know. I also love seeing anything more of Crowley and Aziraphale's relationship. You know, we know so well how it is now, how close they are, and then when you kind of seeing the building blocks of that is really beautiful as well. Still very intrigued by the Gabriel mystery. He knows this song. The song is tied to a pub where there's seemingly been some kind of curse or miracle been done on this jukebox. Very intrigued to figure out. It seems basically as though he was there, doesn't it, at some point? But I'm so excited to unravel more of the story. I'm not that fussed about Maggie and Nina. Now, Nina just seems like a nasty person. And the main reason I think that is because multiple times now she has said to... I've forgotten her freaking name and I just said it. Brain fog is the literal, so frustrating, the literal worst. Maggie, right? Has said to her face, well, no one buys vinyls. Why would you have a vinyl shop? No one buys vinyl. It's her job. How would you like it if someone came in here and criticised your coffee shop? You know, said, oh, did you hear? Everyone actually goes to Starbucks. Why have you got an indie one? Or, what, you think this is a real quirky hipster place? That's really pathetic. I don't know. I don't personally think those things. But, you know, like, if someone were to come in and criticise that, specifically if that was something she was already obviously worrying about, it just seems really dumb. Like, now, if you're friends with Maggie and you want to say, well, maybe you could diversify a bit. I mean, even CDs is a bit outdated, but maybe you could sell something else with it, or make it, like, I don't know, do you need any help coming up with ideas? Anything. But just being, like, really blunt and being like, well, why did you know no one's going to buy that? Yes, that is exactly why she lives in fear every day. Thank you. It personally wouldn't make me think, oh, I fancy that person. It would make me think, whoa, I really used to fancy them when I looked at them across the street and maybe like said hello, okay, like ordered a coffee occasionally. But now that I've actually spoken to them, they're kind of a bitch. But I do hope that Nina gets out of this toxic relationship, because her girlfriend seems extremely controlling, and that is obviously not good. But I also don't really care that much because Nina's annoying, and you know, I don't think it's like a if they present me with a valid reason why she's just a bitch to Maggie, that will make more sense. But yeah, don't really care about that. Do care about Crowley and Aziraphale. Very intrigued about Jim. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon if you're watching this at some point in the future on YouTube. And thank you so much, Aidan, for sponsoring this show. And thank you for watching.